Hello and welcome to the podcast. Today, I want to pick on crypto bros because it's been a while since we spoke about them. But even though we're going to be talking about crypto bros, the business lessons that we're going to talk about applies to people from every other sphere of business in Nigeria. So today, the question or the issue or the matter that we're going to be tackling is why crypto bros, especially Nigerian crypto bros, should stop using fancy display pictures on social media. And then it got me wondering, do crypto babes even exist in Nigeria? Because I get into conversation with crypto people, on LinkedIn or wherever, or they listen to the podcast and they reach out. And I've noticed it's always guys. So if you're a crypto babe in Niger, please reach out to me. You can call, send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080-6466-2140. I'd like to meet one of you. I want to know if you guys exist. And let's see. Yeah, anyway, it would be nice to have a chat. All right, so why crypto bros should stop using fancy display pictures on social media, on your WhatsApp, on your TikTok, on your LinkedIn, on your whatever. And remember that this is a sales podcast. So, of course, if I'm saying this sort of thing, I'm not coming at it from a cultural perspective or a religious perspective or whatever. I'm coming at this from a purely financial perspective. Now, when you crypto bros use all these fancy display pictures that you do, it actually is messing up with your money. Let me repeat it again. You guys, I know people have a culture, you have an ethos, and you like to do things the way you do. But honestly speaking, it's messing up with your money. Now, some of you will be wondering, how can display picture be messing up with your money? So relax. Let's do it this way. Let me give you a real life example. This is somebody I'm currently yarning with on LinkedIn. As per, people send me connection requests all the time, and I connect with everybody except people whose profiles are blank. Because when your profile is blank, I'm not sure. Are you a bot? I have no idea. So long as I can see something show on your profile, I'll accept and always try and spark up a conversation. So, Crypto Bro reaches out to me on LinkedIn. I accept. I send him a few messages and then we start chatting. And I told him about his display picture because I always try to let people. In fact, maybe I should stop self-prognosing into other people's businesses. But I decided to just let him know that I think he should change the DP. And then he laughed about it. I was like, they're in the crypto space now. And anyway, I just let it slide. But let me describe his profile picture to you. And as I'm describing this profile picture, please remember that I am a Nigerian. The person who is chatting with me in LinkedIn is a Nigerian. And then he is also trying to sell to Nigerians. Okay? Let me repeat so that you guys will get the background. I am a Nigerian. This crypto bro, he is a Nigerian. The people he's trying to sell his services to are Nigerians. Now, let's describe his DP. Now, first off, his DP is a Greco-Roman figure. The fact that some of you will be thinking Greco-Roman Guinea exactly proves my point. So you don't even know what the hell that is. So, first of all, it's a Greco-Roman figure. This Greco-Roman figure has a gold wreath on his head. Some of you are wondering, which one is wreath again? You see, kind of prove my point. And then the wreath is made of gold, and for some reason the wreath is melting. Like if you take butter and put it in the microwave, how the thing will melt. So it's like that. So it's a Greco-Roman figure who is wearing a gold wreath, and then the wreath is melting. Then the Greco-Roman figure is also wearing square bubblegum pink glasses. The glasses have rainbow reflections in them. Then the Greco-Roman figure has blue skin. Apart from having blue skin, the guy also has gills. Yes, by the way, I'm describing somebody's profile picture on LinkedIn, and the person is selling crypto services to Nigerians. Let me continue. Some of you can't even picture what it is that I am describing so far, but let me just continue. So, the figure done in Greco-Roman style, melting gold wreath, bubblegum pink glasses, rainbow reflections in the glasses. The guy has blue skin. The guy now has gills. So for those of you who watched that movie, I think it was made by, is it Guillermo del Toro? I what's the guy's name? I can't remember. Like, my wife likes his stuff. He made this movie where there was a water creature that fell in love with a woman, and they ended up. You understand? They ended up. So if you watch that movie, by the way, if you're watching it, make sure you don't watch it with children around, because your children will ask you questions. Tire. They'll say, "Mommy, what are they doing?" Uh-huh. So yeah, it looked like that creature from the Guillermo del Toro movie with gills. Then the thing in the DP is now wearing a basketball jersey with a GM written on the jersey. Whatever GM means, I have no idea. And then this figure is sipping hot coffee. And then the guy has a silver chain around his neck, sort of like hip hop style. So, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the podcast today, I shit you not, I'm a Nigerian. The fellow who is chatting with me is a Nigerian. That is his DP. And he is selling to who? Nigerians. I want you to let that thing sink a bit. A Nigerian whose DP is a Greco-Roman figure with a melting gold wreath on his head, with square bubblegum pink glasses with rainbow reflections in them. Then the thing has blue skin, and then it has gills. It's wearing a basketball jersey with GM written on it, and then it's sipping hot coffee with a silver chain around its neck. And the guy is selling to Nigerians. He is in the crypto space. From his DP, he's also in the advisory space. He's also in the trading space, and then he handles OTC transactions. Maybe some of you will say, and so, but let's think about it. Is your mom going to buy wealth advisory services from this guy? Will your mom even take a phone call from this guy? Maybe you might, but me, to be honest, people hit me up like this and they're trying to sell me wealth advisory services. I just ignore. If this guy shows up to your uncle and your auntie online and wants to start talking trading advice, do you think your uncle or auntie is going to listen? And by the way, I keep saying it, that you guys in the crypto space in Nigeria, you will have a PR problem. Because nowadays, when people hear crypto, what they think is a scam, what they think is a 419, and what they think is, what's the other one? Yahoo. So people will even have a PR problem. But somehow it doesn't click for you guys. That when you're reaching out to people, you should present yourself in ways that are appropriate and expected by the audience that you're reaching out to. So you can see that even though I'm picking on crypto bros now, it's actually something that applies to a whole host of us. We're trying to use social media. We're trying to use WhatsApp. We're trying to use all these tools for business. But then we are not coordinating ourselves. We are not optimizing our profiles in a way that our potential audience will be much more amenable, much more comfortable seeing us, comfortable hearing from us. Now, I'm not saying you have to use your face, because for me, I don't. If you go and check my LinkedIn now, what you have there is the podcast art. But the reason why I use it is because the podcast art says very clearly what it is that I do. It has sales there. It has marketing there. It has my name there. So, you see the DP, even if it's not a human face, you kind of understand, bam, this is what this person is about. So it doesn't have to be your face, which is why for some people that I work with, when we have this conversation and they say, I don't want to use my face, I say, don't use your face, use your company logo. If you're a photographer, don't put your face, put a camera there. This is Nigeria. You slide into somebody's DM, you're trying to sell photography and video services, and your DP is a camera, conversation will continue. So, for the lady who is about to get into the piggery space, I told you that I liked her DP because it was really cool. It was Care Bears. The Care Bears, the one that has two hearts on his chest, the pink and I think it's pink and blue. Some of you will be wondering, which one is Care Bears again? That's my point exactly. We're using all kinds of things that people don't understand and know in this particular context. Now, if she's going into pig farming, what do you think is going to make a stronger impression? A DP, a display picture, a profile picture that has Care Bears on it, or a profile picture that has pigs on it? A young lady reaches out to you, she's sliding into your DM, or she's sending you messages on Instagram or whatever. She claims to be a pig farmer, and then her profile picture is pigs. This is Nigeria. The conversation will continue. But somebody slides into your DM. The person is a pig farmer, but the profile picture is Care Bears. Anyway, so this is the problem. The problem is those of you in the crypto space, you guys like your NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and so you try to make your display pictures, NFTs. You guys also like digital art, so because of that, that's why you put digital art all over the place. Then some of you guys have this like cyberpunk culture thing going on, and you guys don't mind that. So you show it all over the place. And then you guys in the crypto space, you guys have this thing about anonymity. Like you don't want anybody to know who you are. The government should not know who I am. Private individuals should not know who I am. That whole political what's that word again? Libertarianism, Abby? What's the word? Anyway, you will know what I mean. This whole thing of the government should stay out of my business. I'm my own sovereign person. I'm my own true self. Nobody needs to know me. I'm a unique actor on a global stage and blah, all that, whatever. Now, the thing is, all that is fine, right? You crypto bros and crypto babes, Nigerian crypto babes, if you exist, please reach out to me. 080-6466-2140. I just want to be sure that you exist. And it's not only guys that are in the crypto space in Nigeria. So all these things are fine. NFT, cyberpunk, stay away from my business, I want to remain anonymous, blah, blah, blah. All that thing is fine. So long as you are relating as a subculture. When all of you are relating, when they relate amongst yourselves, it's fine. You can do whatever it is you want. It's perfectly fine. It's like, I've sold all my guitars, but there was a time that I was heavily into guitars. So those of us who are into the guitar subculture, that would be kind of weird in Nigeria. Nigerian boys who sit around all day talking about Peter Green and Jimi Hendrix, and Pink Floyd, and then all that. Yeah, it'll be kind of weird when you see Nigerian boys and girls talking like that. You'll be like, what the hell are these people talking about? And those are the ones that went abroad. You say, okay, not them. So as a subculture, it's all okay. When we're in our group, we can be talking all the things we want to talk. But then when we go outside, we got to talk in terms of how other people understand and other people will appreciate. So, cyberpunk crypto bros, you can continue relating as people relate when you are there as a group. The problem is just that you are trying to sell to ordinary people like me, and I'm not one of you. You're trying to sell to people like my mom or my father-in-law. You want to collect their investment money to invest in your alternative, how do they call it again? Alternative investment products. I think that's what they call it today. You want to collect their money for alternative investment products. So you're talking to people like me, you're talking to the older generation of Nigerians who don't share this ethos and they don't understand these images that people are putting out. In fact, some people find these images scary and then hard to understand. And they're rather impersonal. Most people on social media are doing their best to be more personal and relatable. You guys seem to be going the other way. That's the problem. You're trying to get average Nigerians like me to invest real money in your crypto products, in your crypto exchanges, and blah, blah, blah. Now, some of you will try and say, no, I'm not getting you to invest real money because the money that you put will be converted into tokens and something. Your money is still there. Okay, I hear you. But the thing is, from the average Nigerian's point of view, the way we see it is we actually have to drop Naira or we actually have to drop dollars to be able to get in. So as far as the average Nigerian is concerned, we're spending money. We're losing money. You say we're not losing money, but I say forget it. The audience, that's what they think. Now, the solution is very simple. You crypto bros, and of course, it doesn't just apply to crypto bros because, like I said, the lady that I was talking to, the potential pig farmer, but whose profile picture is Care Bears. The solution is very simple. Realize that this is just business. It's not about you. So if you love Care Bears, all right, no problem. If you love cyberpunk, hey, it's up to you. But it's not about you. It's about the audience. So if you're selling to insiders, if you're a crypto bro and the people that you're selling to are people in the crypto community, oh, very good. In that case, keep your images. In that case, it will be a sign of authenticity. They will see you and they will say, this is one of us. Then they will interact with you and they will do business with you. Because they will see your DP and they will say, correct guy. But if you're selling to outsiders, my opinion, use a real name. Stop all these cyberpunk underscore x dot 52 Niger Blaze forever. That kind of name, the average Nigerian finds it scary. Or sacred unicorn XS dash dash exclamation mark question mark reigneth forever. That thing is really like the average Nigerian doesn't understand. And honestly, sometimes I wonder how you guys think you show up in somebody's uh, WhatsApp inbox with those kinds of pictures and with that kind of name. Yeah? Satoshi forever. Like, how is the average Nigerian supposed to know what a Satoshi or who a Satoshi is? So, all of una inside, yes, you are trying to salute your ancestor by calling yourself Satoshi underscore something something something. Yeah, amongst yourselves, you know. The average Nigerian does not know. Satoshi underscore something something. Sato what? This is sales. We're trying to collect money. This is business. So it's not about you. It's about the other people. My opinion, use a real name. Use a decent headshot. In fact, with AI nowadays, you can, take a picture that you take with your phone and use AI and make that thing look real nice and professional. Give you suit and everything. Make it look as if the thing was shot in the studio. Use a real name. Use a decent headshot. Then use social media bios that people can understand. It's business. It's about money. It's not about you. We're selling to people. We need to show up in real life and we need to show up online in ways that people anticipate, people expect, people understand, people are comfortable with. That's how we need to show up. So if you go through traditional sales training, for instance, it's one of the things that your sales trainer is going to talk about. They'll talk about dressing and how you need to show up appropriate. So I'm a former lawyer, now a business consultant. For a while, I was in the event space. As a lawyer, people expect me to show up a certain way. So back when I was in legal, if I show up for a meeting, I'm wearing t-shirt and short knicker, will people take me seriously? But then, as a wedding photographer, if I show up in jeans, short knicker, and t-shirt, I'm coming for a meeting. Okay, it's a different thing. There's more leeway there. If I'm flowing in political circles and we're going for a political caucus meeting and I show up in jeans and short knicker, is it not somehow? So whether in real life, physically, or whether online, we need to turn up, we need to show up, we need to pull up, we need to manifest in a way that people expect, in a way that is appropriate to who it is that we're talking to. So yes, I'm picking on crypto bros today. And by the way, crypto babes, do they exist in Nigeria? If you do, reach out to me. Call, send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080-6466-2140. If you're a pig farmer, don't do Care Bears in your DP. If you're a lawyer, don't have Marvel characters in your DP. You're a lawyer. People are not expecting to see comic books. You can like comic books in private. You can be a comic nut. You can have all the comics in the world, but you are putting yourself out there as a lawyer. What I'm saying now doesn't apply to everybody. There are some people who their social media is their private social media, like my wife. My wife is not in business, so her social media is her social media. If she wants to put a dancing unicorn as her DP, it's up to her. She's not trying to collect money from anybody. She's trying to keep in touch with her friends and her family. And if she wants to use a dancing unicorn, everybody will know, well, it's her. That's our own dancing unicorn. But the moment we say we want to use this our DP and our social media presence and all whatnot to go and start looking for money, look, we need to, how will I put it? We need to package accordingly. Okay, so that's it. No need to go into continue with a 30-minute rant on this one. So let me just bring it to a close here. So I give my phone number at the beginning of the episode, and that's because I like hearing from people who listen to the podcast. So you don't have to be a crypto babe to reach out. I'm just curious because I've only been seeing crypto bros. I'm just curious if there are crypto babes in this space in Nigeria. So whether you're a crypto bro or a crypto babe or whatever business you're involved in, if you want to reach out, you can send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080-6466-2140. For those of you who are looking for free business advice, that's not a problem. I like to talk to as many people as possible. So long as I have the time, just send me a message. When I'm free, I'll get back to you. But if you're looking for free business advice, just let me know. Say so early in the message, and we'll get to it, and I'll answer one business question for you. If you want to go beyond that, you want us to sit down and have more in-depth discussions about your business, what you're trying to achieve, the problems that you're currently facing, and come up with solutions. Come up with long-term solutions to get you to the promised land. We'll have to set up a conversation. I say conversation, set up a consultation. So yeah, that's it. Now, for those of you who listened to the episode before this one, you remember that I think we were talking about podcasting, branding, and stuff like that. So we'll get back to that at the next episode. It's just that, while I was chatting to this crypto bro, I said, let me just come up here and share this advice again real quick, because I won't be surprised if there are other people listening to this podcast right now who are currently making that same mistake. You're a web developer, but then on your DP, you're using Bob Marley smoking ganja. How is that helping you? Or you claim to be a security expert, for instance, selling online security or something like that, but then maybe your DP is Voltron. How is that helping you? Anyway, let me wrap it up. So thanks for listening. I'll catch you all some other time.